You didn't get a Miller Lite?
No, what's the difference?
Miller Lite has more taste.
I don't care, I just got one of these.
Yeah, well, that's the second unmanly thing you've done today.
What was the first?
It's only gonna be 2 days.
I know! I can't do this! I can't do this!
That was unmanly.
Man up. Choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
Wait, this is the best part.
The Rock, 106.9 WCCC, broadcasting live from Pig's Eye Pub in downtown Hartford. It is WCCC Live with Dead Sara. Let's hear it for him. This is very exciting for me because I've been telling everybody in Connecticut about you guys since June, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So back in June, I was out in California for a radio convention kind of thing, and I was actually going to meet the guys in Stain. They had me out there for their world premiere album, and I was hosting that whole thing. So I was going to meet them, and from my room to where I was meeting them, you guys were doing your sound check.
Yeah.
And I literally stopped dead in my tracks. And I'm like, whoa, who is that? And I went and I watched your entire sound check, like creepy guy leering down at the stage. But the music, the voice, everything, the songs just sounded so good. I blew off the guys in Stain. They'll be all right, you know. I met up with them later, and I came down and I asked you guys for a CD, and your manager was kind enough to give me one. And I tell you, the honest truth is that CD has been in my car since June. I haven't put another one in. I just listened to the whole thing over and over again, and put the song on the radio here at WCCC, Weatherman. You guys know the song, right? Yeah. Right? And it became our most requested song for a couple of months.
Wow.
Tons of phones, tons of email requests, Facebook requests. Crazy. I mean, if you go on to YouTube, you see the Weatherman, not the official video, but somebody posted the song.
Yeah.
There's like 7 pages of comments about Dead Sara and WCCC and back and forth. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. So rad.
It's exciting how it's kind of like taking shape, though, isn't it?
Totally.
Yeah.
Now,
Great.
this must be, I've never been in a band or anything, but this must be an exciting time for you guys because things are starting to happen. You know,
Absolutely.
you're looking into record deals. Tours are starting to happen. You went out on the road with Bush, and all kinds of stuff starting to happen. This has got to be. Well, you tell me, what's it like being in the band right now with all this about to happen and begin?
Like you said, exciting, but yeah. I mean, I don't know, just working hard, and you kind of explained it. I mean,
Tell me about Weatherman. We've been playing it, I don't know, over 300, 400 times, something like that at this point.
yeah.
Tell me the origin of the song. Is it the first one you wrote? Was it easy to write? How did it all come about?
It actually was the first song we wrote together as a band, with 2 guys. When we decided, okay, this is going to be like a band, because it's been Susie and I for a while, and we said, okay, let's just do this the right way. And that was the first song that we did together, and it just felt right, and I just kept repeating the word Weatherman, whatever it meant. And
I was wondering what it meant.
yeah.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's pretty impressive that the first song you guys wrote together
Yeah.
ends up being, and I just picked the song from listening to the album.
Well, you chose the single. You know that.
It's
right?
kinda cool.
You
Yeah.
basically chose the
totally
single.
did.
Yeah.
They did kind of because of
And you
once they started requesting it, it became like a big deal. You kind of can't go with another one at this point, right?
Right,
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool how that all happened. But now, as far as like the album and record deals and all that kind of stuff, where are we at now with the Dead Sara album? When is it coming out? Explain the whole thing.
Well, we just signed with the distribution, indie distribution, Fontana Music. So we were waiting on that. Like it was, I don't know if we're officially, but we're going with them. And so once the paperwork is done or whatever, we'll have a release date because they're the ones putting it out with our own record label. So it's like, you know, it's not like a big machine doing it, you know, but so we still have some things to learn about it, and we're trying to get it out as fast as possible, but the right way.
So that's interesting. So you mentioned your own record label. So through this deal, you guys maintain control over your music,
Yeah.
which is really unheard of. I mean, that
Right.
doesn't happen, especially for a new band. That doesn't happen.
Totally.
Exactly.
How'd you pull that off?
We just kind of did it. I don't know. It's kind of wild.
You're paving your own path, right?
Yeah.
We waited long enough.
Yeah. We just
Yeah.
made sure it was right and organic and how we wanted to do it. And, you know, like, we are doing distribution through, like, a major, and We're like an indie major kind of a thing, and we're just kind of like, cool, this is what we're doing, and if people want to help, then that's great. Help us. We love it.
Absolutely.
It's worked.
Now, in listening to the album, one song that stands out to me is We Are What You Say. And my interpretation of that, it sounds like maybe the band went through a lot of BS. The music business can be a lot of hassle.
Yeah.
And it can get you to a point where maybe you don't even want to do it anymore because you're getting advice from all these different people. Am I right? Am I on the right track
That's
with
exactly what it's about.
So what happened to you guys? What was the BS you had to go through and inspired that song?
Well, there was a lot of companies, you know, like these big record companies that were after us. And you know, when you're having meetings with all these people that know, you know, they have some meat to them or whatever, they've signed huge bands, and everybody's telling you something else. You know, and we've met with quite a few of these guys. And so when you're fed all this information and different information, and it could really start, you know, belittle you, you know, I don't know what the right word is, and it just kind of didn't make sense, and I was like, I don't want to fucking get into this. Excuse my language.
We're recording, that's fine.
Okay, good.
Now I'll just have to do editing later, but whatever.
You get it.
Yeah. So did it get you to a point where you didn't want to do it anymore?
We kind of
Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
we
much
were just last thread, and we were just like, I don't know. That's like our attitude of it. And then after like a year, we were like, what? No, we just do it ourselves, like what we had envisioned from the beginning. And so once we actually put that in, and we got these guys, you know, our friends, and we're like, let's just do this. And we actually wrote down and said, this is what we want to do. And so when anybody gives us any advice, it's like, okay, whatever, but this is the way we're going to do it, you know? So it really helped us.
I'm curious how Susie and Emily, you two came together, because you guys started the band and have gone through other band members, but how did you two start? Were you friends before? Were you in other bands? How did it all begin?
We were friends.
Yeah. Teenagers met through like a mutual friend and just kind of started jamming together and writing and having fun, and then just
That's
became
how
a
it started.
band.
Yeah. It's funny, it just happened.
Yeah.
Again, just like everything.
It wasn't like a day where like, let's be bandmates.
Right.
It was just kind of worked.
We're going to be
Yeah.
called Dead Sara.
Yeah.
Right. And we weren't called Dead Sara at the time. So.
We had some
But
good
Emily,
bandmates.
somewhere I read that you wanted to be a guitar player. So how come you're the singer? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, when I was 12, yeah. I just wanted to be a guitar player. I didn't care too much for singing.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with that voice, you figured,
Well, I didn't have that voice at the time.
it's taken
I had to
years
work
to
for it.
develop.
Absolutely. It just kind of, because I had so many singers in the band that I kept when I was 12. I've been in bands since I was 12, and I would hire singers or have people come in and sing, and they just never were what I had this sound and this vision of a band, and they never sounded like it. And so I said, you know what, I have to do it. And so I just trained and trained as a singer myself, just in my room singing.
All right, enough talking for now.
Yeah.
This is what Connecticut's been waiting for, to hear you guys perform live. So this is the first taste of it. Later on, of course, at the Webster Theater tonight.
Woo!
So what are you going to do first for us?
Test on my patience.
Love this song. This is WCCC Live with Dead Sara.